In this video, I would like to summarize the psycho-cybernetic. I would say the giant psycho-cybernetics, and I am saying giant because I think that this is the key to human accomplishment and the key to all the areas of your life, if you succeed in these areas or not. It's like you have an inner thermostat that determines the temperature or the level of success that you will get or that you will reach in a specific area of your life. If it can be money, it can be relationship, it can be health, it can be wealth, it can be social, any area of your life, the key is the psycho-cybernetics. And I'd like to open by explaining what cybernetics is. So cybernetics, according to the book, what he writes is cybernetics has to do with technology, goal-striving, goal-oriented behavior of mechanical systems. Cybernetics explains what happens and what is necessary in the purposeful behavior of mechanics. In other words, every machine has sensors that collects data from the environment. It processes the data and makes decision according to the algorithm that is born into this machine. So this is cybernetics, is speaking about the decisions and the algorithm of these machines or systems. We as human beings, we can call ourselves decision makers, and this is why it's called psycho-cybernetics, because it's about the psyche of the human being. And we ourselves also have these decision making which are based on the algorithm. Now, how our algorithm was built? It was built, as I explained in other videos, on the experiences we had as children and during our lifetime and so on. So for example, if our parents told us you are a great person and encouraged us and built in us a high self-image, we became successful. But if we experienced as children bad experiences, so our algorithm, our belief system, our self-image might be very low. And in this book, he explains how we can change it. So I'm going back for a moment just to explain again about just to emphasize something about the self-image. So the self-image is the algorithm that is born in the human being, and this is why it's psycho-cybernetics. And Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon, and he noticed that he had a patient that came to him to fix his face, for example, a scar. And when this patient went out, sometimes he significantly became a successful person, and sometimes he stayed the same before and after. And he realized after make thousands of surgeries that it is related to the fact that some people were not successful before the surgery, were not fixed their inner scar. This is how he calls it in the book. There is an inner scar that is related to your self-image, and there is the outer scar. So sometimes when you eliminate the outer scar, the scar on the face, the inner scar is disappeared, and sometimes it's not. And he crafted a whole theory and methods of how to fix the inner scar. He changed jobs He became like more a psychologist, and he said that it's a must to not only be a plastic surgeon, but also to be a psychologist that explains to your patients how to fix their inner scar, even though they don't have the outer scar. So, as I said, he crafted a whole theory, which many people go on the website and check me. Many people tried this method, and there are significant results. I can say about myself that it changed my life significantly, and people give testimony, very good testimonies about this method. So basically, what he's saying is that we have like a thermostat in our body, in every area of our life. Like, for example, take an air conditioning. You put the air conditioning on X degrees, and suddenly you open the window. So what happens if the room was hot enough in the X degrees? Suddenly the room cools down. So what happens to the air conditioning? It has a cybernetic system that takes data from the room and operates the AC again until the room will get the X degrees again. And it won't stop until it will reach this results. And as this machine, the air conditioning, is a striving system that strives to get to a result and is result-oriented, goal-oriented, we as human beings are also goal strivers. And it depends on our inner thermostat. So, for example, if we're speaking about money, if you are used and you are programmed to get, like, let's say, 50K a year, what he is arguing is that if in some lucky way you'll get 1 year, you'll get 70, you'll compensate the next year or the next years and get less than that until you will compensate, because this is the algorithm born into your head according to the experiences and your belief system that was built up by these experiences. And if you want, you can get deep into belief systems, which I summarized in other videos. I explained it thoroughly with brainwaves and how our subconscious mind until this age of 6 got these belief systems and these limiting beliefs or other beliefs that are good for you, and so on. So Maxwell Meltz says that starts with the state, Maxwell Meltz start by saying that after 21 days, a new habit is built. And he's saying that our subconscious mind, which is the cybernetics or the algorithm, our subconscious mind can be changed by 3 ways. First, based on the concept that the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination, I can close my eyes and imagining myself as the person I would like to be. And my subconscious mind starts to build neurochannels. It fires and wires. I build new neuron connections in my brain. In other words, if I take my brain before the 21 days of imagination and I measure it, I take a photo of it, and then after the 21 days I take a photo of it, I get to realize that my brain was changed only by me imagining the experiences as though I did them in reality. He goes ahead and also explains about a basketball that if I am imagining myself throw a ball, I can train my brain to be a better basketball player. And it's research based. It's not just science fiction or something. So this is the first method. And it happens, as I stressed in other videos of me, in the morning, once you wake up, the 5 minutes, instead of Googling and see the news and the problems and the, all the bad things that happen in the world, or go on Facebook and Instagram, what this said, what that said. Instead of this, the first 5 minutes in the morning, when your brain is on alpha wave, just stay in bed, close your eyes, or stay in closed eyes, and imagine yourself as you want to be in this specific field. For example, if you want to be a public speaker, close your eyes and imagine yourself stand on the stage, and with a confidence, with body posture, with high confidence, and lecturing to a big audience. And little by little, your brains, your subconscious mind start to get this person, you will see yourself as this person. If, for example, I have kids, so before I had kids, it seemed to me so weird. Why I have kids, but today, it's makes perfect sense for me. This is my self-image. This is how I see myself. So by imagination, just by imagination, you can build your brain, your subconscious mind can absorb the fact that you are this. And if you are this, you start to act like this. The thermostat inside of you raise the temperature, raise the standard that you want in your life in this specific area. So this is the first method. The second method is think about yourself all the time. I am this. Just like if you say about yourself in your brain bad things about this area, start to say good things about yourself and imagine yourself as I am already have it. It's not a question. It's I have it. And even though it's not there. And this is the second method by which you build the self-image. And I know it's like a fake a little bit because you don't really have it and it's difficult to imagine yourself, but if you insist of imagining, what you're doing is you start to build in yourself, in your subconscious mind, the identity of the person, and you raise your standard of your thermostat, and now you will start to take other actions. You will start to do things that you would not do without this new subconscious mind, new beliefs, new belief system, new identity. You are another identity. You feel different. You don't feel the same person. And the third one, of course, is just take action. I spoke about it in another video, and this is very powerful. Just take action. Even though it's the first action, I can tell you that my first video on YouTube, I didn't have any identity of I am on YouTube, like recording myself and uploading videos and have a YouTube channel. And I'm not big enough today. I'm even not close to what I want to be. But I can tell you that the first time was super, super hard for me to do that. But once I took the first action, the first action, then everything opened up for me and I have much more confidence. And again, I'm not close to where I want to be. It will take me some time, but the first action, it's like a domino. It opened up the door for the next one and the next one, and now like it's for me it's like part of the day, part of the routine. It's a habit for me to every week upload a new video. So 3 methods. 1, imagination, as we said, and the strongest one is the 5 minutes in the morning where your brain is working on alpha waves. Second, as we said, just see yourself as this the whole day, when you walk, see yourself as this kind of person. And 3, take action. Just take action. Don't wait. Now is the time to take action.